Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Abu Zar. Today I will give you an introduction and explanation about Ielts speaking part. So in this video I will cover part 1, part 2, part 3. So before wasting the time, just let's embark with the part 1. So the part 1 topic is car trip. The first question is, do you like to travel by car? Yes, I like to travel by car because car is very comfortable comparison to the buses. I have I have a bike, but I would prefer to travel by the car because in the summertime it is hard to go by bike. So it would be better and a good idea to go by car. When you have travel by car, I like to travel by car I like to travel by car when I am going to my cities or by near woods uh, surrounded by the city approximately 2 to 3 hours for a long journey. I prefer the trains and the car. For the long journey, I prefer the trains and car. And to the road in my parts of the country are not in a good condition. So the car trip for a long journey it is not safer and uncomfortable. Where is the farthest place you have travels by car? The furthest travels was when we were going in the city sites. So we had decided to visit one location, but that location was far. And my cousin brother he told me that we can go there, but we haven't planned, and so we decided we will go by car. So after we went by car, and after 12 to 14 hours we drive and we reach that location. Do you like to sit in a back or a front when you're traveling by car? Well, I like to sit in the front row, either driving the car in the passenger side. The front seat has a very vast views because you can see the everything considered to the back seat. Apart from it, when I'm sitting on the fronts, I feel comfortable and it seems like I'm controlling the car. So in the meantime, when I'm not driving, this is the part one. So now I will go for the part two. So let's start with the part two. The part two is describe an invention that has changed how people live. The points are given what it is, how has it changed the people lives, what benefits did it bring, and explain it is more important for older or younger people. Life has progressed by the leaps and bounds due to the invention in the science. Nearly every field has become impact on the invention or the other. However, today I would like to talk about an invention which had made in our entire life. It is internet. Nearly everything we do has a chance because of the internet. The biggest differences has been to change by the communication. We talk to everyone's or anyone's and anytime we can talk. Also, it is much easier to remain a constant with our family and friends with the internet. Life has become faster and communications has become interference because the internet is not impact limits of the just for communication. It has made a differences to way of the shops and way of learn to way of the six of the other healthy. We can access every luxurious settings comfortable of the home. On the other hand, there have also negative on the internet. The first, we do not value them as much as we were dependent on the past times. We were we were able to decide by own. Now we are dependent on the internet. We can search anything online and we can get the information because we are not able to focus or we are not considering the data points in the appropriate way. So the people's is making independence, but sometimes taking our grandparents and parents are likely to be losing their independence. Secondly, because there is not comfortable with the use of the computers and the internet having been beneficial as much as the young people in the life. Slowly everything is moving online and the old people's finding the challenging with the plights and the behaviors of the person with the internet. Peoples who are very dependent and sometimes it is also impacting to the our generation because it is very hard to be mingles with the internet and sometimes it is not appropriate with children's behavior or is also. Then I will go for the part 3. Part 3 question is, how has technology made our life easier? Different technology made life easier different way. However, in fact, most technology reduce a labor and save the value of time. Those improving the quality of life, considering also the way reduce our needs and the behavior who can the person which would be like to have. Which invention do you think it is the most useful at home? I would say I think very hard to choose one. It is really depends upon the person to their users. For example, if I will find a dishwasher was very useful because in house I have the responsibility of washing utensils for my mothers to answer my vacuum cleaner as she is responsible for cleaning. It is more difficult for old peoples. The third question, it is more difficult to old people to accept the new technologies. I think changing is difficulties for the everyone's in the difficulties way of the livings, not for the old generation or for the for the technology way because the simultaneously it was increasing by the peoples who are not considered to that things. So the technology has been changed simultaneously with the appropriate way. Sometimes it is harder to accept the inconvenience equipments or the products which one is not useful for our necessary thing. What can be done to help old people learn to make use of the new technology? Many steps we can take from to gives the older peoples to be mingle with the new technology. First, first we have to be a patience of that. we have to be elaborated with the appropriate and the sequence ways of the product qualities and the uses of the things. So our new generation would not be able to consider that things in the inconvenient way. So we will be mingles with that things. On the second is that the peoples our the new generation who had a lot of relation between the old products, so his memories and the things were not inequivalent with his appropriate behavior or with his equation. So the first, when they are thinking, just they are elaborating and they are not considering to that path where we are and how can it will be utilized. So the parents should be in the sequence, and we have to be give the appropriate knowledge about that product. Will your life be better if you live without technology? As per my views, if we will not have the technology or the inventions, I don't think so. Our life will be easier to survive in the contemporary world, because nowadays everything is going online, and the peoples who are become more advanced to the past time. So if we will not invent the many types of things or the invention, so might we people will face to live in the new life in the past times or in the upcoming year. So now the speaking part is completed. So just this is all about the speaking part. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.